Now, when it comes to really strong self-working card tricks, this one right here could just be the Holy Grail 2.0. It's insanely good. So check this out. What you do first is you ask your spectator to cut these cards as many times as they want. There is literally no limit to how many times they can cut them. You can also pick them up and take some from the top, place them on the bottom, and just mix them up like so, and the spectator can cut them one more time if they want to. You then introduce this card here, which has value and suit. More of that in a second. You then spread these onto the table and tell your spectator to place this card here between any two cards. So let's say they put it right there, and we remove the others like so, and you say to them, look, you could have placed this card between any two, literally any two cards that you wanted. And you can see it says value and suit. So what we're going to do is to take the value from this card, so a 3, and the suit from this card, which is a diamond. And on the back of this, it says 12 cards down. And so we're looking for a 3 of diamonds at 12 cards down. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the 12th card right here. The 3 of diamonds is what we're looking for. And you nail it every single time. Better yet, this is the crazy part. This thing here is instantly reset and you're ready to go again. Yo, what's cracking everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey look, today's trick is insane. It's really strong. It's really fun to do. It's self-working and it's easy. God, that's a mouthful. However, you're gonna really love it. And if you're ready to learn it, do me a massive favor and smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so here is the explanation to this incredible card trick. Now, go ahead and like the video already, because I'm telling you now, Uncle Steve is teaching you some gold right here, and you're gonna love this. This is so cool. So this is using the Cy Stebbins stack. It's a very well-known old principle in card magic, and so it's basically a stack, and you have to have it in chased order. So you've got clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. If you don't know what chased is, that's all it means. So clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. Here's what you want to do. You want to have all of the suits from king all the way through to ace with every single one. Okay, and then to set up the stack, here's what you want to do. Pick up the clubs, and then you want to bring the 4 of clubs to the top, so all of those cards to the top like so, and then do the same with the hearts, but instead you're going to bring the 7 to the top, and with the spades you're going to bring the 10 to the top like so. And that's all you have to do, and you leave the diamonds as they are. And then from this point here, what you do is you're just going to take one card at a time and create your stack. So just go one pile at a time all the way through until you get to the end. Perfect. Okay, so once you've got your stack ready, the beautiful thing about this stack now is that as long as you're not doing any overhand shuffles or riffle shuffles, everything's done in blocks, basically meaning the spectator can cut these and it's not going to affect the outcome with the trick. Oh no, it's that good. And so the spectator can literally cut these as many times as they want, and as a little convincer, you can take a few from the top, place them to the bottom like that. Do not shuffle them though. And so just like that. Now if a spectator asks them to shuffle, all you have to do is simply just say no. So no, it's my trick. But if you're confident, you shouldn't have spectators asking you to shuffle them. But just be really, up front to say, look, I just want you to give them a cut and complete the cut as many times as they want. Now, this is the great thing about this. It's self-working, instantly reset. Yeah, it's just super cool. I love this. And then what you want to do is you want to grab a playing card, a blank one if you do. If not, just use a joker. They work just as good. And what you want to do is you want to have value written on one side and suit written on the other side, and make sure the arrow, when you put the arrow on top, that value is on the left. Okay, so from your perspective it looks like that. So value on the left, suit on the right with an arrow facing, so that they know which way to insert the card. And so from this point here, oh sorry, I should point out, and then you want to have 12 cards down. Okay, always 12, no other number. So 12 cards down, and that's what you want right there. So from this point here, you just go into your routine and you just say to the spectator, look, I just want you to give these cards a few cuts, and whenever you're happy, just stop cutting. And then you can even go ahead and just give them a few cuts like that and say, look, just for good measure, cut them again. And then from this point here, what you do is you spread the cards onto the table. But with this card here, you want to make sure that is face up like so, because you don't want to reveal that just yet. And so you explain, look, we'll get to this in a second. You hand this to the spectator and say, you can place this card in between any of these any of the cards here. And so let's say they put it here, and literally they can put it anywhere and this still works. And so let's say they put it here. Now what you do is you separate all the cards except for the two that are either side of it. And so you separate this side and this side, and then your left hand side pile goes on top of the right, so like that. And then what you do is you say, look, this card here is telling us that we're going to use the value from this card and the suit from this one here. So the value is going to be a queen and the suit will be a spade. So now we're looking for the queen of spades, but where are we looking? On the other side here it says 12 cards down, and then all you have to do is pick this up and then count face up 12 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're looking for the queen of spades, and it'll be there every single time. But the craziest part is, if you just place these back on top and take this one, place it on top, you are now instantly reset and ready to go all over again. And so if you want to see the pattern in real time, this is what I'll do. I'll say, look, I just want you to give these cards a cut for me if you can. So they give them a cut, and we'll do it one more time for good measure. And then just say, oh look, I tell you what, I've got this card here. If you can just place it between any of these two cards, it really doesn't matter. And they place it right about there. And then you say, look, we are going to separate all the cards that are either side of these two right here. And this card here actually tells us that we need the value from this one, the suit from that one, which means we need the value of 9, and the suit will be a spade. And on the back of this, it says 12 cards down. And so now, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the 12th card will always be the 9 of spades, or whatever card it is. It will literally be any card. You place that one on top of that, those go to the bottom, and you reset and ready to do this all over again. Okay, so here's a bonus effect that I want to teach you. Now, I have taught this on the channel before, but the quality was absolutely crap. It's actually the first video I made when I first came back to YouTube. However, I'm going to teach it again because it's using the size, step, and stack, but it's all reversed. And so instead of having king all the way through to ace, you're going to have ace all the way through to king. And it doesn't have to be in chase sequence. So it can be whatever suit you want, but just have the aces all the way through to king. And then instead of having 4, 7, 4 brought to the top, you're going to bring the 10 with this pile here. So the first pile, you bring the 10 to the top, and then you bring the 7, and then you bring the 4 to the top, and the last pile just stays as it is, and then you alternate again all the way through until you get through all of the cards. Okay, so once you've got your stack ready, this trick here is in any card at any number. I've taught it on the channel before, and it's a killer. It's using the size, step, and stack, but it's kind of reversed. And trust me, you're going to want to learn this as well. This is super, super good. And so you start off by having one of the kings on the bottom, but you're going to do it as a stack. So you don't just singly bring it to the bottom. You go through and just, you know, if you want the king of hearts on the bottom, have this face down. And just remember, you've got the king of hearts on the bottom. You start off by asking the spectator to name any suit. Okay, so if they name hearts, you don't have to do anything. It's completely hands off because you know there's a king of hearts on the bottom. But if they do name a different suit other than heart, so if they say clubs, all you have to do is pick this up and say, look, I'm just going to go through and find a certain card, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. And then you're bringing the club to the bottom, but don't let them see you do that. And just place these on the table and you're ready to go. And you say, all right, so you thought of clubs. That's cool. Now I want you to think of any value in the card. So it can be king all the way through to ace. So king is 13, ace is number 1, but you can think of any number between those. And let's say they go in their mind, they don't tell you this. This is the crazy thing about this trick, is they do not tell you the number. But let's, for the tutorial, just say they think of 2. And then you say, I want you to take that number you're thinking of and multiply it by 2. So they do that. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And then you say, now the new number you're thinking of, multiply that by 2 as well. And just be casual about it. And say, we just want to get a random number. And so now they're thinking of 8, obviously. And then you say, look, so now you're thinking of a really different number that you've multiplied. But in the beginning you named the suit clubs. You thought of a value, but what's the multiplied number? And they'll say, well, it's 8. And so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they'll say, then you say to the spectator, what was the suit you thought of? Clubs. And the original value? 2. And you turn over the 8th card and it'll be the 2 of clubs. And the crazy thing is, instant reset and ready to go again. So we're going to do it again, but this time what we're going to do is in full performance mode. And so I'll bring a different suit to the bottom here. So we put the diamond there. All right, spectator, think of any suit. Just, it doesn't matter, anyone you want. Hearts, perfect. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to find a special card in a certain location here, and I don't want you to see what it is just yet. And so you're thinking of hearts. Just in your mind, think of any value. So it can be from king all the way through to ace. So any valued card. And let's say they think of 5. Okay, so in their mind they're thinking of 5. So whatever your value is, just multiply that by 2, bringing 10. And you know what? Because we want it to be completely random, multiply that by 2 as well. So now they're thinking of 20. Say, look, you could have thought of any suit, any value, and you've multiplied it. Now what's the big number that you've come to that you've multiplied to? They'll say 20. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Here's the 20th card here. The suit was hearts. And the first value that you thought of was what? 5. So you thought of the 5 of hearts. And it's right there. Every single time. Instant reset, ready to go again. That's a true golden nugget for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright guys, so that's all we've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed that. So today you got basically 2 for the price of 1. 2 amazing card tricks with the sidestep and stack. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I go, there's just one thing I wanted to say, and that is thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It's incredible. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'll see you guys next week. Take care. Ciao. 50,000.